It's another episode of the Brett Allan Show. Thank you for watching and listening. Today we are talking about, I say by far, one of the best shows on television right now, Severance, created and directed by Ben Stiller. And we are chatting with one of the stars himself, Tramell Tillman. Tramell Tillman, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Well, this show is a lot of fun. It's very genre bending, a lot of things happening. It's just so amazing. Let's talk about your experience with this and Tramell, how this all came about for you.
Sure. Well, I heard about this show in 2019. I was working on The Great Society at Lincoln Center with Brian Cox, and I found out about this show and had very little information about Milchek
Mhm.
character, and about all I received was that he is a enthusiastic company man. And from there, I took it as a great actor challenge to figure out what is going on. And as I read the script, I had the same question: what is going on? And was grateful I was able to meet with Ben Stiller and Dan Erickson, and we talked more about the show, and was able to come on, and it's been a thrill ride ever since.
Yes, I would definitely agree. And I think a lot of people, including myself, when we started watching this, even hearing about it, were like, this surely is not about the tedium of the workplace, but really
Mhm.
so much more than that. And your character is just a lot of fun to watch and just see how all this sort of unfurls a little bit. And great work. It's just a really fun show. And I'm excited to see how things end up and pan out. And it's really good. Um, you've been a part of a lot of amazing projects, including this one, and of course, theater and all of those other things. But
Mhm.
let's talk about your acting journey. When were you bit by the bug, and when did you know that you wanted to become a storyteller?
It was at the age of 10. I went to church with my family at that age, and it was very important to my mom that her children be involved in the church.
Hmm.
So she was part of a Christmas play, and she needed someone to play her son. And what better person to play her son than her son? So I'm very, very shy as a kid, loved to play make believe, but couldn't do it in front of an audience. And my mom realized that, knew that I had talent and needed the avenue to express it. So this was a great opportunity. So she encouraged me to go do this. And I had one line. I just had to go and say one line and sit on the couch. But I tell you, when I did it, something clicked, man. It was electric. It was invigorating. It was so much fun. It was like being on a roller coaster. And I told my mom, I want to do this. I want more of this. So that's how the ball started rolling from the age of
And
10.
here we are.
And here we
I love
are.
it. Yeah, and what an amazing career that you've had. Again, Severance, it's just so much fun. And of course, I want to encourage our viewers and listeners to be sure to check out all the other projects you've been a part of as well. One last question. What is some of the best advice, Tramell, that you've been given in the trajectory of your career that has sustained you and kept you motivated and kept you going, whether it's in personal life or projects that you've been a part of?
I think one piece of advice that I received working on the show specifically is trust the process. This show, Severance in particular, there's so many elements and so much information that I was not privy to. And it was only because Dan and Ben want to protect the show, the integrity of the show, because it's a big mystery, right?
Yeah.
So we were all going into this blind, and we all just had to rely on our skill set and trust each other. But I hadn't worked with a lot of these people. I don't think I've worked with anybody in this cast before.
Wow.
So, you know, getting so many different types of specific direction from a very specific director, as generous as Ben is, it was nerve and frustrating and confusing, but also really fun. But what I learned and what Ben was telling me is like, Tramell, just trust it. Just trust it. And throughout my entire life, that has been a thread of just trusting the process. Continue to show up, continue to do the work, and just trust that you'll get where you need to be.
I love it. And that's great advice for anything in life, anything that you're pursuing. Overnight successes often take years
Mhm.
to get where they are. And clearly, Tramell, this has worked out quite well for you. Thank you to your mom for putting you in the church play, and allowing her to sort of get you into this career and lifestyle that you're a part of. Everybody, Apple TV Plus, Severance, directed and created by Ben Stiller. It's so much fun. Tramell Tillman, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.